Test. 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 Test.
That's the spirit. Let's keep it clean, folks.
Test. 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 Test.
Dyer's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Radiance ban. Ten seconds to go. Dyer's ban. Radiance ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dyer's pick.
Tide Hunter.
Radiant's pick.
Dazzle.
Radiant's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Dyer's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Skywrath Mage.
Dyer's ban. 10 seconds to go. Radiant's ban. Ten seconds to go. Dire's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Radiant's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Radiant's pick. Someone's dropped out like a kid in school. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Centaur War Runner.
Dire's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Shadow Demon.
Radiant's pick.
Lycan.
Dire's pick. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Good evening, Dota fans. We are here today for a game between VoidWatch and Australian Mafia. We're almost finished with the draft. VoidWatch has so far picked Tidehunter, Skywrath, Shadow Demon, Tidehunter obvious offlane with Skywrath, Shadow Demon on the sports. They have a good roaming combo, so
Radiance ban.
we'll see what happens. VoidWatch picks up the Brew, which will likely be their mid hero. So far, there's been a Death Prophet, Enigma, Void, and Spectre banned by VoidWatch, and
10 seconds to go.
Silencer, Doom, Tinker, OD banned by Australian
5
Mafia.
seconds.
Australian Mafia's pick Dazzle, Rubik, Centaur, and
Reserve
Lycan so
time.
far. From past games, Rubik is likely going to be their mid hero, with Centaur in the offlane, Lycan as safe lane, and well, Dazzle support. So we'll see if they do stick to that plan or if they pick up a more traditional mid hero like Puck or Razor.
10 seconds to go.
Running low on reserve time, they ban the
Dyer's
anti-mage
banned.
switch. And VoidWatch bans Viper,
Radiance
so
pick.
see their last pick. Morphlings, so
Dyer's
Rubik will
pick.
definitely be their other support, with Morph likely taking up the mid, although they could change it up, put like in mid, Morphling. Not sure. VoidWatch should be good to get. Skywrath is a silence, which is good against Morph, preventing him from morphing strength. And the
10
instant cast
seconds
time
to
is
go.
amazing. Reduce. We're going late game. 45. We're going like 50 minutes here. Last game was like 25 minutes I casted, so I'm going late game here. As we wait for picks to get finalized. Pretty much everything's falling as I expected, so see what happens. Their picks are so slow. They are bad at picking these heroes. Okay, come on, Scarth. It's up to you. I know you can do it. Just click the hero,
10
click
seconds
the
to
choose
go.
hero button. And we have an instant boss. Oh, whoa. Oh, right, I have it on smooth, which means the camera motion's backwards. And instant boss. So, while we do this, we'll go over who's playing what. We got BioWill on the Tidehunter, Palu on the Medusa, Dante on the Skywrath Mage, Van Clash on the Shadow Demon, Macman 179 on the Brewmaster. And for Australian Mafia, we have Feeding MMR on the Centaur Warrunner, Kobe the Manly Manicorn on the Morphling, Shadows on the Lycan, Waggle on the Rubik, Linnea on the Dazzle. Let's see a little bit of everyone's starting items if we've gotten that far. Nope, nobody even got to buy items. So, yeah, good way to start. Got the boss. We got some writing on the minimap here. Can't get words. Rubik having issues. Can't get words. I think they're telling me that Skype's not working. So and we got the scribbles on the map. Good to know. Rubik's disconnected again. And I can't see shit on the minimap. This is an excellent boss. We net worth graph, pretty static here. Nobody's bought items. 3,120 each team. Got a good start. They are not doing a level 1 Roche here. Roche is still at full health. Minimap drawings have hit an all-time low. Okay, we got an on pause. The Mafia seemed ready to go. They didn't say anything, but got a cute panda courier, gapped in bamboo, striking a bows. Let's see what Radiant has for courier. They got the Doomling, not a golden Doomling, but still pretty nice. Courier by VoidWatch. GLHF comes out. Good to know we got some sportsmanship in this game. So let's check out everyone's starting items. I already introduced Tidehunter, 2 branches, tangos, clarity, ward, stout shield. That's gonna be good for offlane. Stout shield gives them a lot of tank because they do literally no damage once he gets some points up in Kraken Shell. The broom, bunch of pulled tangos, stout shield, which is good considering he's gonna be against
30 seconds to
either the
showtime.
Morphling or the Rubik. Looks like possibly the Rubik with the jungle lichen, which is gonna be interesting. Medusa, 3 branches, ring of protection. Gonna go early Basilius probably. The Slippers Vagi. This looks like the default build, I think. I don't know, I use my own random build. Skyrath, he probably bought Courier, that's why extra.
And here we go.
He may have bought 2 sets of tangos, possibly. Not sure. But he has 3 clarities, so just gonna let him spam his Q. Branch, Branch is gonna be kind of ineffective in this lane. Just because they don't have a lot of spam so far. Rubik, he placed a ward, so he's got some tangos and a salve. Ring of protection to build in the tranquils for the centaur. Some normal offlane items. So down here in the bottom lane, Morphling really made a mistake. He shouldn't have gone for the rune, he should have just got first wave. And Tidehunter places a good vision ward here, so he'll be safe and sound. The Anchor Smash, really good use of mana on obvious illusions, unless 3 Morphlings is standard in his world. Good harass by the Dazzle. Good at juggling the aggro pretty well. Mid, this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Although Lycan, I think, will have a little bit of advantage once he gets just some levels. And a lot of kill. This top lane is probably going to be the most interesting for kill potential, but they're running a dual lane with Rubik, so they really want to try and protect him and make sure that nothing bad happens to him. Oh, he gets disrupted, does some damage, but all in all, nothing bad happens. Gets force back, eats a tree. He'll be back ready in a few moments. Let's bring up CS, because I like to look at CS. Somebody ping somewhere. Panda's in Lycan's face. Lycan's already been through a lot of regen. Panda's not had to touch his yet. He took Clap first. Let's find skill builds. Dazzle is hard because you don't. All of his spells are so good, maxed, so it's hard to know what to max. Lots of pings top, so what's happening here? Center had a few levels of, a few stacks of poison on him, but that's good. Mid lane, fairly even on CS. I don't know why they're pinging out this Shadow Demon, maybe to stack for Tide, I suppose. Yeah, Looks to be the case. Bottom. Morphling really should have more CS given the lane he's in. And another boss. Rip Rubik. Okay, we got some lines. Skywrath wants to do some stuff. Got some subtle advertisement for Mumble here. Much to talk about right now. Ward placement's pretty bog standard. We got some good banter going on. Got random bings everywhere. Just gonna throw out some sick rhymes, sick lines, make everyone know that Taylor Swift song, so they just can't stop singing it in their head during this match. So, sports rotating. Shadow Demon's just going to be stacking this for the Medusa or the Tidehunter. Although Tidehunter, Skywrath could actually do a lot of work if stacking the Ancients for the Tide, as he's doing okay in this lane. They really need Rubik bottom to be able to apply pressure. Okay, so the delay to this game looks to be pretty low.
Denied.
Okay, some things coming out that I didn't see. Not a lot going on. The Shadow Demon did get a stack off here, but now it's not really accomplished much, and I think the stick was a bad purchase in this game. Oh, he's completing it into a wand, so it's okay. Yeah, nothing going on here. These lanes are pretty passive. Everyone's content to just kind of farm. Not a lot of kill potential. Morph needs a bunch of items. This is just kind of a farmathon, which is boring. Lycan so far leading the farm charts with 16-5, so doing well against this Brewmaster. Orange pinged out there. Not sure. Maybe they probably think that there's a ward right here, but there's not. Thanks, Bastion Announcer. They forced Tide back a little bit, but Tide 1-2-1, not a bad. Oh, he sold his Stout Shield. It's a interesting decision given the lane. I would have kept it just to take up, and even it can, given depending on the game, build into a late Stout Shield, and given the morph and the Lycan, that's a good choice. Oh, first blood here. This Brew's going
First
on,
blood,
gets a
folks.
first blood on the lake, and
First blood.
it's a good kill. Get some good farm. You put the haster into good use. They ping out here. Nothing's there, obviously. Didn't miss first blood, which is good, unlike my last time. Australian Mafia still has a walking courier, which I think is a poor choice. But that's because I'm a sport player. Bit harassed by this Skywrath, but he is still all three of his clarities. Mystic Snake, poor choice. Mystic Snake should have been on this creep and bounce between them, just extra damage. Still walking courier on Australian Mafia side. They should probably fix that. Again, pretty boring lanes. Brewmaster really is taking control of mid, getting the first blood, along with catching up and surpassing Lycan on farm. He's got a lot more, and he even has split already online. Lycan has ulti too. Gets a slow, could Lycan pop his ult, Lycan's gonna go for it, but... And the burnt ult for... Well, I guess it's not a bad ult, because he did escape. We're just gonna back up, bottle up, so that when Lycan comes in, he can just clap, potential. Ooh, that's so close. If he claps, he can get the kill.
Could use a hand.
I feel. We just need to keep thoughts on that. He's maxing split shot early even. So see what happens. It's good if you can, but he's aiming on the wrong thing. He needs to hit it off that creep, then centaur, then to Rubik, just to get as much mana regen as it is to cost it, along with does 25% more damage per bounce. So off the creep, then it's doing about 220 damage, and I missed the brew kill in the mid lane, which split into kill. But as I was saying, if he kits it off the creep, it will do about 220 damage instead of 160 to the center, which took a little bit of extra nuke. Brewmaster farming away.
Radiant's mid tower's getting
barely at his
up.
blink dagger. Like, he'll have it easily before 10 minutes. Radiant Australian Mafia is playing pressuring his bottom tower. Centaur's finished his Tranquil Boots, still with a walking courier at 8 minutes nearly. 200 gold until Brew has his blink dagger online. Morph got the Aquila, which is a good item, good regen for mana especially, but I was okay with the stats so far. This is a good choice, especially when they're just against an offlaner. 3 points pushing top, poison touch just allows them to get that kill.
You're no right.
Everybody's around top. Center gets his creep wave pulled, which not really the greatest, but whatever. I guess it's good for farming. Pulls a creep wave. Gets away with it too. This top tower is getting pressured by pretty well. And they're gonna just get a good free wave of experience and farm. Brew's picked up his blink at 8 minutes, which is really good. 2 kills mid though will definitely aid that. For some reason, the Shadow Fiend is holding Shadow Demon, pardon me, is holding the Skywrath's Tangos, which is really bizarre. Maybe he thought that would share them, and they didn't. See, that's the Mystic Snake that we're looking for. Bounce off a few creeps, hits the Rubik for a decent chunk of damage. They have vision because it's daytime, and they think that there's a ward up here for the ping, but there is not a ward right there. And we got another boss. Okay, man. What? Oh, they're getting the kill. Oh, hey. They're allowing me to see the kill at least here. GG. Yeah. Rip died. Ha 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 ha. So yeah. It's paused so I can't even draw. Still Skype issues. I want to be able to draw on the mini-map, but I can't. Well, as we wait for this pause, so far, only Brew has both two kills of this game. Last hits denies. Morph and Brew are tied, but Morph and no, I got confused when I said tied. I'm tired. It's obvious my brain malfunctioning there. Medusa close prime at 37. Let's see what Medusa's item build is right now. Aquila, Tread, some good items. Midas would have been a good idea. Tied. The suspense. He's at 29 HP. He's poison touched even, so that literally it's a race between Morph or poison touch to get the kill. I don't know. Dazzle actually. Oh, Dazzle's even casting Shadow Waves, so that will probably get the kill. Still, curious choice with the tangos carried by the Shadow Demon. Again, probably Brew's going for Ganon's next. That would be my guess. Rubik just boots wards, which always a good choice. I will note that there are no obs at all on the map right now. Because does anyone even have them? The Skywrath has some obs, but nobody on the Radiant side has picked up any. Still a lot of beginning items. Lots of branches. Branches for days. I guess the Warcraft 3 joke about how do I get wood, this is it. Just buy branches. Use in-game. That would be a good choice. Mumble would be ideal. I'd offer my Mumble server, but the ping would be bad. Tide is still bad. Still gonna die. I'm running out of things to talk about quite quickly in this boss, because we're still too early to even hypothesize on what people are gonna buy. They're still at starting items mostly. Lycan's gonna go for Vlad's, pretty obvious. Well, with Bassi plus Ring of Health. Whoops. The Shadow Demon. It's a triple stack, I think, so good bit of farm for whoever decides to pick that up. Actually, really good just jungle stacks by the supports so far. some sweet talks here in our pause. So depressed. This Medusa, no cool courier. Stuck with this boring old donkey. Oh, we got an unpause. Let's watch that die. He does die to the Shadow
I
Wave.
convey your spirit to the Northful realm.
It's a good makeup kill by Australian Mafia. Gets them on the board. That gets them dazzle some good ward gold. They're literally, well, wait, that's a dire ward, so they're moving on the Lycan, but Lycan, oh, the blink in. Oh. Shadow Demon self-disrupt. I know what he was trying to do. Double tap, auto cast, claims yet another victim. Oh, the Skywrath finally gets back his tangos. He was carrying
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Oh, Medusa's playing pressure, getting some just space up here to push in this top tower. Rubik and
Radiant's top towers.
I don't know why they were forced away, but they were. Center, he's quite a ways away from a blink, but he slowly but surely. Now the Shadow Demon and the Skywrath are roaming bottom, trying to get a kill. Shadow Demon, oh, the Tide Ravage, good setup there. Oh, another self-disruption, beautiful. Do they have the damage? Morphing Strength, no, they can't possibly kill him. Freaking Morphling's just way too tanky, but committed to Tide Ravage just for a dazzle kill. Cool, kind of a waste, especially first Ravage. Not the best usage, but given this game is going to be a bit of a farm-a-thon, so maybe
Gaia's mid
it
tower
will
won't
work
last
out
much
okay.
longer.
Medusa finishes the magic wand. Don't think it's a very good choice, but what do I know? Not a very good Medusa player. Roaming around bottom. Oh, patient blinks in. The Morphling morphs away. Not gonna see. Oh, they're diving under the tower. Oh, good space. There's the clap. No clap, no mana for the clap, but goes for the split. The Shadow. Oh, gets the older toss. And still morphing strength, but now there's no more strength to morph. Oh, Graves. Ooh, clutch. Graves. Oh, and Tide comes in. Oh, Lycan gets the Shadow Demon kill. Claps. Oh, Morphling gets away, just tank.
Radiant's
So,
mid tower's getting
at
banged
3,
up.
was it even 4?
2 down.
Yeah, 4-person gank, and Australian Mafia turns around and
Radiant's
gets a
bottom
double kill.
tower's seen better days.
It's a good trade. Shadow Demon's coming out now. But the Lycan, oh, just out of wolf form at the wrong moment. Some good space for the Skywrath, though, to get some items up. Don't know what he's building on Urn. Oh, a miss.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Oh, he probably just got hit by a split shot. Howl gets chucked off.
Radiant's mid
chucked
tower's
out.
coming
Just
apart.
gonna push a little bit. Oh, and we got another boss. "10 years since last unboss." Oh, this one's actually for Lycan disconnect, so at least it's not Skype issues. I didn't catch where the pings were. Let's see, Medusa, Ring of Health, so she's going straight for a Lincoln Sphere. I think they're a bit premature.
Alright, carry on.
For the impasse.
We serve the same purpose.
Rubik still gabbing around with his sentry words and boots. Excuse me. Skywrath picks up the illusion. Underwhelming.
Bottom is missing.
Centaur, just standing here for some XP.
As must be.
Oh, and Lycan has his Vlads completed and his medallion, so he could look to smoke into Roche for sure. Let's check out
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
I can hit.
Have fun trying to
applying
bust down
pressure
Radiant
top.
structures now.
Medusa. Okay. Rubik does have 6, so he doesn't get bursted. He love a good steal, Ooh, let's see. That's how you use Mystic Snake. Just chunks. The Rubik just TP'd here, and he's down under 200 health. That's correct usage of the Mystic Snake. Dazzle's also completing his medallion. Looks like they're gonna get
Radiant's
this
top
tower for
tower is
free.
in bad shape.
They're trying to get the Bruin mid, do some damage to him, but probably a futile effort given Drunken Brawler. Drunken Brawler is weird. I didn't realize this until recently. The icon does subtly change if clap or the crit. That means that he has a crit, and then the bubbles go away if he's lost the evasion buff as well. It's very subtle, but interesting information to know.
Radiant's top tower
And
is taking it. The
Jareth
Radiant
gets
got
the
one
last hit on
less
the
top
tower top. Easy tower that, oh, he already has Arcanes completed, so certainly Mafia looked to be trying to accomplish something in this top lane, but too little too late. But with that, it's a good trade actually for Sterling Mafia, because they've only traded a tier 1 top, which these two towers are the for Roche.
I'll let him have it.
1455 for Roche timer. Trading this tower for Roche is a good trade because this tower and this tower give you the least map advantage for just in general. The Dire's offlane towers are much more important due to proximity to Roshan and even Ancients, where the Radiant mid here is more valuable for Ancients. So green's pinging out the triple stack here. So good fat stacks for Medusa. Like,
Going for broke.
oh, Lycan gets kill on Tidehunter. Where was I? Down the bottom lane. So Radiant's going to give you, or Radiant's going to pressure this tower. Medusa's going to get a massive influx of gold from this stack. Very nice work from Dire's supports to
best
stack
do
that
something
well.
about that bottom tower.
There's 3v3 sort of
Guess what's happening to
dance
Dire's
at
bottom
mid
tower?
currently.
Them Dire
See
buildings are
if
tough
anyone
as nails for
engages.
now.
Center is looking for, he has a haste room, so
Dire's bottom
Radiant
tower
gets the
got
bottom
blown
tier
to
1
bits.
here. Center gets a stomp. Rubik gets killed with Fade Bolt. Lift, and then Rubik, oh, Ravage. Aw. If only Rubik waited for the steal, he could have stole Ravage. Dazzle with the good Shallow Grave TP. Good choice. Very good play. Oh, but the Anchor Smash brings out the center. So, kind of a bad trade. Centaur doesn't have his blink yet. Oh, and Bruce applying pressure here. Bad trade for Sterling Mafia. Centaur so
mid
close to
tower
his
could
blink.
use a hand.
If he had in his quick buy, he could have just hit his hotkey for purchase quick buy just before he he'd died. That would have been a better choice, but sets him back just only a little bit. Getting the bottom tower is good for Sterling Mafia, getting some map control. Morphling pops some replicate on the Tide, so he's probably just gonna not gonna do much with it. Center has a blink now as expected. Nobody. Dire has one ward up here, which, considering how Dire is able to get Roche uncontested with that ward up, it's kind of questionable how valuable it is. Bruce split for something. Ultimately, yeah. Seeing, doubting myself. Lots of arcane boots on this team. We have 3 sets, and Brew went phase, but even arcanes are common on Brewmasters, which would be really funny having 5 pairs or 4 pairs of phase or arcanes. Pardon me. Actually, same item builds, arcane wand, which I feel is actually really, the mass wands are a poor choice because I don't think Dire or the Radiant doesn't have enough spammable skills to warrant that many stick charges. Or wands, full wands at least. Keeping the magic sticks, if you're gonna go down that route, would be sufficient. Just say supports like the few hundred gold that a recipe costs is better off spent on wards. Speaking of wards, Skywrath has picked up a set which
Someone's
is good.
having
And
technical difficulties.
the Centaur has now disconnected. Got good ward coverage here. Oops.
All right, carry
Some
on.
good wards here. Oh, stuff's happening mid. That was good silenced and some Fade bolts chucked on him, but nothing happens. Brew blinks in on nothing. Oh, the Radiant Courier. Wrong side of Brooklyn here. Oh, Centaur ult. Oh, the Skywrath ult. Lots of shadows and the ult. Can Rubik steal it? No, he already stole a split. Very good timing by the Titan to wait. While Medusa comes in, clean up Brew, but only gets 1. Only gets, oh, Tide blinks away, but he, oh no, sorry, the Centaur blinks away. Tide,
Radiant's mid tower's
but
coming
only got
apart.
1 with it. It was a really good ulti by the
Breaking down the Radiant structures
but
like
not enough
this.
return on investment, I feel.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
As Morphling's
Radiant's
doing the
mid
right
tower's
thing
in
and just
trouble.
pushing this off lane as the Dire taking some applying pressure, but and only Skywrath comes in, but he has full mana, I suppose. So
Radiant's mid
maybe get
tower's getting
more
banged
backs
up.
off. Someone needs to come out, push out this mid. Lycan picks up
Radiant's mid
Basher,
tower
which
could use a
is
hand.
good item. Gives him some lockdown. Cancel TP, especially Bob Howell, and his various skills gives him a lot of abilities. Dazzle picking the ward. Sage's Mask probably going into a Yule's, potentially an Urn. I don't know. Ganks, potential ganks at the
Radiant's
bottom
bottom
if
tower ain't a pretty sight
Dire
right
had
now.
any vision of this. Oh, now Morphling is definitely in trouble. But no plan.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
There's
Radiant
enough
is
to
toughened
just
up their structures.
but I guess it's
Dire
fine.
went
Safe
and
as getting a
fortified their
tower.
structures.
Please
Radiant's
don't
bottom
complete this
tower
TP.
ain't a pretty
Dazzle, what are
sight
you
right now.
doing?
Dire's lost the
That
top
was the
tower.
stupidest TP to go. Now you're both dead. Oh, Centaur pops ult with the stomp off, but he got heard. Oh. And Rubik steals Thunderclap. And Morphling gets one done. What a clap by the Rubik. That gets a nice kill, does a lot of damage. The split committed by the Rubik. Return kill on Rubik, and Skywrath is dead. Lycan's just gonna chomp at his heels till he's done. And Centaur's been taken near Brewmaster. Oh, Morphling. Ooh, the blink before. That was really good play. As Medusa's just up here farming up, going for her Manta style, slowly but surely. Has Alacrity and her Band of Elven skin. So, she's making good progress. If I can, 163 last hits at 22 minutes, which definitely aided by the support's stacks.
Radiant's top tower.
Very nice work by them. But Radiant's 5-man. They have, oh, they were 5-man, but they've all backed a bit. So Medusa has her mantle already.
Dire's bottom tower.
So they're just. Oh, I guess Radiant's gonna get a pretty good trade on this. Oh, but Rue's gonna blink in and clap, gets a clap off, and Medusa ults. The full-length Skywrath ult on a stone-formed enemy who does literally no damage. So unlucky there, but still. Ooh, this is deny range. Deny. Oh, the Lycan Wolf.
Do something about that bottom tower.
13 HP. If you breathe on it wrong, it'll fall. And the deny finally.
Looks like Dire's bottom tower got disowned.
13 HP. I remember. I think it was a Sneaky Nyx Assassins game before TI4 where that tower sat up for a long time with like 13 HP.
Demon gold. Regeneration. Shadow wave.
I have to ref and stuff. So excuse me for that. Dire has 5 mid, just sort of Ravage on. That was a really poor Ravage. And the Rubik gets it off. Then instantly Stormform. That was a really bad Ravage timing, I feel. They blew a Ravage to just kill. I guess Centaur died as well, but they're not really trading for that Ravage. They've really not traded well. They've lost 2 supports, offlaner support, and they're arguably one of their 2 greatest spells is now on cooldown for the almost over 2 minutes that Tidal's cooldown. Nice pair of wards here. I'm surprised that Dire hasn't dewarded this, given that they would have had, or pardon me, Radiant didn't deward this, considering it had full vision of its placement. Morphling, he went E-Blade first, which I'm not a very good Morphling player, so I don't know if that's a good decision or bad. I think Lincoln's is important, because if you do get bursted on, then you can just zip away with a replicate if he's using that skill effectively. He's just picked up Salve, just keep on farming, regen some health. Not a bad play overall. Medusa farming up a Storm. She's only a few hundred gold away from her mantle, so she has had so much space that she's gonna definitely be a defining factor. Skywrath just TPs before Lycan can get him, but Lycan's gonna do Rosh again, so it's decent for Australian Mafia. What am I doing? I don't know where I'm going. Of course, Bruce starting on his Aghanim's. 4 staff for the Skywrath. Yule's likely for Shadow Demon. Pink's pinging out the Roche Pit. Dire has this ward here, and Centaur is just kind of making his way in and out, but just a little bit too late because they got it, and now they're gonna wolf out. Centaur blinks in, which is an injury. Shadow Demon stops himself, and now we got a bunch of spears. So I was liking it's the kill on.
Radiant's
So they
top
lift
tower is taking
and Seal's Drunken Haze, one of the best spell for Ruben Seal. And Medusa ults.
Somebody's Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
The Lincoln's
Radiant's
broke
top tower's in bad
by.
shape.
And this Dazzle is dead. Rip Dazzle. Ooh, clutch mech
Radiant's
usage
top
by
tower's taking a
the
hit with
Rubik.
Dire.
Keeps the Dazzle alive, but Stone's gonna come out and... Oh, no Stone. Well, that was a really, really nice mech usage by the Rubik to keep the Dazzle alive, which makes that trade pretty favorable. Well, trade. Nobody died on the Radiant side, so certainly Mafia keeping themselves in it. Let's look at the gold graph, which I've neglected. So, as expected, this was sort of the slow farming parts where Medusa was getting a lot, and even the Brewmaster is like 2 kills on Tide mid, and then, but slowly Australian Mafia has picked it back up with some good farm. Got a few kills where UV's been kept down a little bit. VoidWatch I can't save my life. XP, Australian Mafia is back in the lead, so they're keeping it on. The Medusa's finished her Manta style. She's level 17. She's hit every single creep from here to Norway, so lots of farm. Skywrath still a long way from his 4 staff. Dazzle, building a Yules, and the Desolator, I believe, coming out for the Lycan. Maelstrom doesn't make sense on a Lycan, given his pushing. Frickin' ridiculous ward coverage by the Dire here. They got vision of literally everything on their side of the map. So, good, creates a nice, this trio of wards keeps a nice zone for Medusa to farm. Centaurs put a nice path to, I think, push top. Morph picks up a regen. Morph has his perseverance now, and green pings out, so of course they have wards. So I really like this ward spot actually. I don't really use this. I tend to use more aggressive wards here or here, but that's actually a really good ward for vision coverage. Could be an engagement here, but nope. There could be. There's not. They're just farming like 500 units apart. Tide blinks. Oh, Tide's trapped. So let's see what happens. This is like the world's slowest initiation. They're just just walking around. Morph away. Medusa. Nobody wants to engage. Tide is out and free, though. I guess they're just waiting for his blink to come off cooldown. He's close to his own mech. The lift on him, the illusion. These illusions are so tanky. Even now, wait until Butterfly makes them just impossible. All of this, meanwhile, is just creating space for Lycan. He's 700 gold off of his Desolator, which will do a lot of work in his quest to destroy building. This is like the weirdest engagements. Like Tide just needs, he could literally blow Ravage and have backup, but they don't want to commit it. Oh, Medusa. Oh, Shallow Grave here. The Blade Mail just popped off before being turned into stone. And Anchor Smash consumed by Rubik, so good play by the Tide Hunter to not get his spell stolen. More of the Skywrath drops because Skywrath's die a lot. And this Lycan. Oh, just the Aegis. But he already used Shapeshift, so how is he gonna escape? He could be dead. Yeah, the split's done. Rubik steals Shadow Poison. And Rubik's chucked up in the air. But yeah, they're just gonna disengage, so fight recap. Holy crap, that fight was so slow that fight recap only picks up the Shadow Demon kill. They were so incredibly uncommittal to that fight. Per secret shop. That's the completion of Brewmaster's Aghanim, so Primal Split will just become even better. Especially with the especially actually True Sight with the Lichen Wolves. That'll be really effective on Earth Panda. And the Shadow Demon has completed his heals, so buys a bit of time while spells are on cooldown. And Lichen goes on him, he can just cast on himself, so nice item pick up there. Morphling going for his, he's getting close to his Lincoln's just 300 odd gold away, and Lichen has completed his Desolator. Tide is his mech, so it's interesting. It makes sense actually. They'd give it to Tide, even though Tide doesn't have the mana pool for it. He's going to be in the middle of everything, so the regen. Typically, giving it to your backline squishy supports is a bad idea for mech, because when they use it, they literally will only ever catch themselves in its effective area. So Tide is a good mech carrier because he is so tanky, which allows him to just be in the middle of everything and get off a nice mech charge that heals a lot. No Rubik, your Shadow Poison does not work on Ancients. Maybe one day. And the Morph has finished his Lincolns now.
Lucky find.
Check items. So Centaur is his Blade Mail, which I noticed that was used the last fight over in the top lane. Oh, Morph gets the E-Blade off. Oh, the Stomp. Oh, Kraken Shell. Kraken. The Death Ravage, which... Oh, where's the Courier dies? Yeah, Death Ravages are usually a bad idea. Courier died with nothing on it. And there's 3 kills, so decent trade for Australian Mafia, taking out the Tide, the Shadow Demon, and the Skywrath in exchange for a Centaur Warrunner, so not a bad deal. These Medusa illusions are going to be a pain in the ass. Mystic Snake. Oh, ooh, Lincolns. Yeah.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid-tower.
So, Morphling's also going for his own Manta. They're picking bottom because Brew's just split pushing, which is a good decision. Just instead of having 3 lanes pressuring you, only having 1 is solid decision. They're grouping up mid. Their Tide ult is down, so it's a good time to engage. Except Medusa ult is not down. So let's just see. It looks like they might just look to rotate and take the top tier 2 here, which I think would be a good choice as well. Rubik, I don't know what else. Force Staff, I guess, is the obvious for Rubik. So they pick up Smoke. The Shadow Demon does at least. Could he be? Roshan is up, so he is ready to have his Aegis stolen and the Fromage taken from him. Team RTK would be really happy with that cheese. Tide blinks in, but he has no Ravage. Why, Tide? Why? Not for 30 seconds. Tide, not even close to a Refresher either. Which, we're getting into that point where Refresher is a really good item. Well, okay, but where it's critical. These teams, the heroes are just getting too tanky for his ult to be useful. Oh, Centaur charges in, but the Medusa. Yeah, so many stones. That's a dead Centaur. And Orphan morphs in, gets the kill. Oh, Tide Ravage finally gone. And morphed out to a replicate, but that's a 3 for 2 exchange. Tide dropped. If I recap, so why do I not remember? VoidWatch comes out on top. They got good golden XP, and we're gonna go for another pause. Good damage done. So, and 1300 gold. So, it's almost 2k gold swing. He has 33 seconds. Okay. So we got our gold graph updating. Oh, probably it's another tick to update to show its true state. Especially after that. Maybe not. That was a 2k gold drop approximately. So, and gold earned graph. Yeah, maybe that is up to date. Given the last fight, and XP earned. So, Australian Mafia is still by the numbers in the lead, but Medusa is a hell, and fuck, she's finished a butterfly even, so she's gonna be extremely scary in this late game. So Australian Mafia better get to it and try and push high ground sooner than later. They have a 2-minute window while Tide ult is down, so let's see if they can capitalize on that space. Although
Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
VoidWatch is pushing in top lane. The Medusa and the Brew just killing all of the things.
Radiant's
So
top tower.
I think they're gonna take a free tower here, and
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
pings out more TPs here at this. I believe was a mistake. I think they should just keep pushing. The Shadow Demon replicates away, and the Morph jumps in, and E-Blades himself gets a kill on the Shadow Demon, and now splits on CD, so this is a definite kill for the Centaur. So kind of a reasonable trade for Australian Mafia. They lost their Lycan, but they got the Brew and the Shadow Demon in exchange. Brew's going for a Shiva's Guard, which is a good choice. Or Shiva's or Assault Cuirass. Yeah, at this point I can't know. I can't possibly know. He only has one item. Oh, it's definitely Shiva's. Oh no. Yeah, definitely Shiva's. Or what? No, Assault Cuirass. I'm contradicting myself. Sorry. Going crazy. Skywrath has finished his Force Staff, which is a good item, good utility. Let's see if he does get to in this game, if this game goes late enough for him to build. An Atos or something similar. Rubik has pretty good item. Still 4 tangos. I don't know if those are new or not. I haven't been keeping up to date on. Oh, they must be new because he only had like his arcane boots and a blink. So Tide Ravage is back up. Medusa almost 400 last hits, so averaging almost approximately 100 last hits every 10 minutes, which is a good rate. Lycan's applying huge pressure top. He still has shapeshift, so but he's gonna get used. Sets up for pops BKB, so gets rid of the silence. Oh, good play by the Lycan. He's just gonna run his wolf out of danger. I wouldn't have went that way because it would have been really easy for Dire to just go there, but he runs straight into Roach as Australian Mafia, the Dazzle putting pressure on top.
Do nothing about Dire
Morphling
right now.
Tide was a rabbit on just the and the center blinks in, but Medusa ult catches nobody is going for him. And split, like really nice grave by the Dazzle, futile, and The Roche gets taken. Rubik picks up the Aegis. What? Why, Rubik? Why? And he has the cheese. Skyrath's here, just pushing this out. So it's a good fight for VoidWatch. Take easy kill in center. I did like the grave on the by the Dazzle. Unfortunately, it was just too late. So yeah, Bruce definitely going Shivas. Tide building into refreshers, albeit very slowly. Shadow Demon. He has 2k gold, so he's probably looking for his uplink dagger for himself as well. Dazzle just has a lot of unspent gold, and blink is possible, just to blink in to get a nice grave or whatever. I do feel like Dazzle hasn't used Weave at all in this game, which I think is unfortunate, because Weave coupled with Lycan's Desolator means that the VoidWatch heroes will just have nearly no armor, well, tons of negative armor, which that just means Lycan can just shoot through them. This Morphling has a decent amount of farm. Medusa's weight is still 3k gold up on the Lycan in terms of net worth, but they have the ability to, well, the second on Dire is only 13k, so overall in terms of net carry worth, Australian Mafia is in the lead in there. The Yule's E-Blade and into disruption. Good plays by the Shadow. This center is dead. Dazzle's dead already. Center is dead. The clap. Yeah.
Just couldn't save that.
Morph's just gonna TP, and Lycan's is fucking going ham. Lycan, oh wow, 500 to just choose through, and Tide comes. Wow, like 4 hits. Just goodbye, enemy heroes, and Lycan, he pops wolves. He's dead. He's just gonna get bursted by no scouts with walls, but gets the melee Rex, so I feel like that's a workable trade. He has buyback. Question, okay. That's the usual SEA. Why did you do that when somebody on the opposing team makes a bad play? But I feel like that was a really good choice actually by the Lycan. They have the potential to fall behind, so taking 1 Rax just buys them a little bit of space. So and while all that was happening mid, he just had the space to be able to do that. So that was ultimately Goldgraph is on my side. That was a pretty good trade in terms for Australian Mafia, mostly because like this was the initial fight where the center and the Dazzle died, so a little bit of a dip, but then Lycan got tower and then killed Tide, Shadow Demon, and got Rax, so definitely worth actually. But 2k XP lead by killing Lycan, just because of the lead that that Australian Mafia has over VoidWatch. So Australian Mafia has 4, 5, I can't count because the hero icons. The Lycan's still dead, so 4 in the jungle. So see what happens. Aegis is due to be reclaimed in about 3 minutes or so. The pings don't come to mid, they're all pushing bottom. Just finished off Elena Rax. Creates a lot more opportunity. Nice wave clear with Shadow Wave and the Stomp. VoidWatch is pinging out this lane, but I think these creeps,
bottom racks.
especially because they are super creeps, will just that's done.
Dyer's bottom racks is done for.
And Lycan's back up as well, so still Australian Mafia is moving towards a good place. They've now taken Elena Rax, which is good. And And sorry, look, I can't do math. I can't
Radiant's top
calculate.
tower's taking
Aegis has
hits.
been reclaimed, and who took cheese? Or did? Oh, Centaur now has cheese. So the Rubik didn't use Aegis at all. Rubik stole Shadow Poison, so don't know what he's gonna be able to do with it. Especially as, really, I think a lot of the power of Shadow Poison actually comes with just the synergy of all of Shadow Demon's spells. Soul Capture is amazing with double, like, have 2-3 stacks of Shadow Poison on someone who gets Soul Captured. You do chunk into their health quite dramatically. But suddenly Mafia is grouped up in mid. Well, that's what I did. I messed the fog up. How do I change this? That's should be F1. And do I have my key binds broken? Why am I? Oh, spectator. Oh, yeah. That's a problem. So this should be a bit easier now that I have a reset. So back in game, we got pings here. Both teams are set up around mid. VoidWatch I think needs to be more than just circling around mid. Nice ravage by Tide. Rubik gets gosh. So wow. Centaur's dead. 4 dead. Rubik Morph got out just with a replicant. But wow, that was a really good fight for VoidWatch. 4-for-1 trade with like 6k XP. They're almost 4k gold swing. Just really, really solid execution from the VoidWatch team. And now they're gonna transition this into a mid push. Morph. Oh, and a divine rapier. Lycan buys back. We got a divine by the Medusa. Let's see what happens. This game has gotten interesting, but maybe it's just a backup rapier.
Just then,
It's gonna
the
keep it in
Radiant
base.
disowned
So
that mid tower.
take a tier 2 tower and they back. This Medusa's fat as hell. She's
No breaking through the
31k
dire structures for
net
now.
worth, and she now has the divine. But Lycan, oh, I didn't realize Lycan. He's in here just pushing, just killing everybody. Lycan, ooh, good, really, really good. Play by the Shadow Demon, but it might be too little too late. Good ulti by the Skywrath. Shadow Demon fights back. Oh my gosh. Lycan. Just disconnect? What? And we got a pause. That didn't look like a crash. That looked like holy crap, I just got dropped by a rapier. So we have our 15th pause of the game. He's back in, so continue. God, more flame farming stuff. This game, the Lycan coming up with reasons for his rage quit, which probably was a valid crash, but just given the timing of he got killed by a rapier Medusa makes it funnier to think that it's a rage quit. But let's go to our gold graphs. That was like that fight in mid by that VoidWatch just wrecked.
7 in a row.
Oh wow, Morph got a solo kill on the Tide Hunter that I wasn't paying attention to, but wow, after all of the kills resolved, the gold graph is at just 0, and Medusa's travels, so I don't know how much more gold this Medusa can. I don't know how much she just needs. She's 1009, which is amazing at 50 minutes, and she has like, I don't even have an analogy for how much gold she has. It's like the GDP, or like the average worth of someone in Saudi Arabia. That's what this Medusa is. She's just stacked, and she has her freaking rapier illusions, which are just dirty. Bye bye creep wave. I never knew you. Rapier gaming. Now, will she go for 2 rapiers? And Roche just spawns, which caught out well by the Australian Mafia team, but there's a ward right here, and in comes Phoebe or VoidWatch. They're coming for blood. Shadow Demon comes in. He gets run over. He instantly uses. Oh wow! Really good. Really nice Ravage. And bye bye Skyrath. And what? Yeah. Oh, Rubik stole the Ravage, but I'm afraid it's probably too little too late. This person's dead. So another 4-for-1 trade, which losing just a Skyrath, not the end of the world. And Skyrath does have a Ghost Scepter, but creeps are pushing in their base, which these super creeps do some work. They're fairly strong and stronger every minute. 61, 64, they're just getting stronger. But this, nobody on Australian Mafia has buyback, so it's looking pretty bad for them at this point in the game. This Medusa is, I can't, probably about buyback. This Medusa is about as stacked as you could possibly be. And wow, the Lincoln's blocks the and we got Stomp. Can we kill the Medusa? Could she die? Oh my gosh, she dies. Rapier's on the floor. Morph cuts the rapier. Amazing. So nice. And Morph actually just replicated out, so Morph got a rapier. But at what cost? All of Australian Mafia just falling in their base. The Medusa bought back that she has boots of travel. Now the Morph's trying. Oh, this could be the end of an era. Yeah, bye bye Morphling. And they call it GG, but it could be a fake GG given the fact Morphling still has yet to die. Still hasn't died. Tanky, so dang. Almost 5,000 HP in this Morphling. Definitely a fake GG because they thought that the drama. Ooh, this the fake GG, so pro. Lycan's just gonna burst down mid with after this fake GG. He's gonna take out some of these weird proxy buildings. Try to revise back, but to what value? And Lycan dies. We got some dramas here, boys. So Lycan died. Was it a question or was it not a question? No, it wasn't. You got the got some salt here. We got the fake GG. Fake GGs, I love it. Please no alt chat. Morph's got the boots of travel, so he's gonna be slipperier than a snake. English is hard today, apparently. Oh, Center's gonna sell it. I went YOLO mode because you said GG. Well, you're going to have to buy another Rapier Medusa. You have 600 last hits. It's easy for you to afford. Not all of us are living the bourgeois lifestyle of a 6-slotted Medusa. Just don't be so happy with your win. Morphling's got the rapier, and we just got Battle Mantis now. Ooh, that's a really, really nice ravage. And down goes the rapier. And Skywrath Mage probably picked it up. Nope. Nope, who picked it up? Oh, Brewmaster with the rapier. That's good. Lycan. Oh. Now it's the real GG? Oh, we got the real GGs. Lycan's Ghost Scepter, really good. Really good item.
Chalk it up for the die.
And Australian Mafia. Bit of controversy at the end with the rapier, but overall a slow start, but became a much more interesting game. Almost 600 last hits on the Medusa, 14-13. Absolutely massive. Well, I think this is a best of 3 series, so onwards to game 2.